And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back again. It was only a couple of seconds. We have returned with our next series, and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ancient Cistern, we have the blue Zerg player, the best player in all of Hong Kong. It is GogojOey. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Filipino Protoss representing Berserker Esports. It is DaSh. Here we go. Again, I hadn't realized that the logos mod wasn't set up properly. Oh, that's beautiful. But I have fixed it. And next game we should have flags. We should have flags in the lobbies for our lovely and beautiful players. Quack. Platypus, they make quacking noises now. It's beautiful. But we do have some more ZvPs ready for you. And DaSh already had an amazing performance. He already popped off and he went toe-to-toe with Oreo, bringing him down 2-1. Already a very impressive result for DaSh. Can he take down a player of the caliber of GogojOey, though? GogojOey is the next level up. He's the best player in all of Hong Kong. He's terrifying. He's amazing. He's beautiful. He is a scientist. Say scientist. He works in a lab. Started working like last year, I want to say. Last year. First as an assistant, and, you know, he's a madman. A mad scientist, if you will. Don't think I can divulge in what experiments goes on in the under the guise of GogojOey, but it's not safe for Terran. I don't know where I'm going with that. Anyway, regardless, it's always great to see GogojOey here. What I'm getting at is that he does have a full-time job now, and he plays StarCraft part-time for fun, for enjoyment, and yeah, I always appreciate it whenever he drops by, giving us his spare time whenever he can to play a game that he devoted a lot of his time to. He has a lot of love for, a lot of passion for, and a lot of love and respect for GogojOey. Always. As we're getting into this, and once again, StarDash going for a Stargate opener. We are on Ancient Cistern, another large map, so I expect to be seeing a more defensive style here from DaSh, going up into a third base, going maybe even double forge again, into double Robo Colossus production. That would make a lot of sense on Ancient Cistern, but we'll see what DaSh decides to go for, and we'll see how GogojOey approaches him. But now the Adept does get across the map, is going to be threading a shade in towards the natural. Classic GogojOey is able to keep up and make sure that the Adept doesn't get out of hand as he's getting his third base up and running. We're going to be saturating our bases. Nothing too crazy so far. GogojOey has been known for his aggression. Especially like roach all-ins. Roach base all-ins is definitely the MO here of GogojOey. But for now, everything is looking as it should. For now, nothing too crazy. No additional gases have been taken. No fast lair, no fast roach warren. Everything is looking as it should from the side of the Zerg. There's that Evo chamber for a fast +1 melee. And back at home, DaSh is just working on his third base. As he gets his third down, we have Lings looking to scout, at least confirming no third here at the linear base location. But GogojOey should soon be checking the triangular third. As the Oracle moves out, the Queens push it back. Oh, Joey. I love that. It looked like the Queens, they were like ferrying the drones over, just escorting the drones over towards the third base. Do keep the mineral line safe and sound. Very nice to see. As DaSh doesn't find any economic damage yet. Behind this, yep, it's double forge. So this is exactly the same thing that we saw from DaSh on Gressvan against Oreo. It's going to be double forge for 1-1. This should be leading into additional gases at the third base, just saturation, static defense, and working towards double Robo Colossus production. Of course, I could be getting ahead of myself, but that's kind of the direction that we're heading in, at least from the side of the Protoss. Meanwhile, the Oracles do dive into the natural base. They do get a couple of drones. 3 workers go down. The Queens were out of position. Again, the Queens were in the main. They were at the third, but they were not at the natural. So some good damage was done. Behind this, we have our Roach Warren on the way. A bit of an earlier Roach Warren from GogojOey. This was around a 4-minute 30 Roach Warren. So very early. Maybe a little bit paranoid. As GogojOey is working on his 4th base. And building up his drone count. Yep, there's double robo. Should be for a wave of Immortals and then a Robotics Bay for Colossus. So just a very tech-heavy style here from DaSh. Essentially, he's going to slowly saturate his 3rd, slowly work towards his 4th base, and focus on defense. He's not really going to be too active or aggressive. Now, what we typically see here in this dynamic is that because the Protoss player is so heavily focused on teching and defending, it does give the Zerg player a lot of freedom here to do whatever they want. This typically means that the Zerg player can drone up to 80 and can tech up into Hive. We saw Oreo take a different approach where he did drone up, but he stayed on their tech and he built up a 200 supply army of Wingbane Roach Ravager, and he just collapsed on the economy of DaSh and he crippled it as well. Now, at the time, I was saying that it was risky, and I still say that. Like, it was a really risky maneuver, just because if you take a bad fight, then you're just behind. If your Bailings don't get into the mineral lines, if you don't cripple the economy of the Protoss, then you're in a pretty rough position as the Zerg player. So we'll see what GogojOey goes for, as he does throw down an Infestation Pit, so he is taking up into a Hive. This will grant him access to Lurkers, or Broodlords, Ultras, Vipers, more importantly. There it is, Hive immediately on the way. Meanwhile, Lings, they just check across the map. They do spot the upgrades. Upon seeing these Stalkers, he can click on them, and he does see 1-1. He also checks and confirms there is no 4th base. So he's well aware of the tech-heavy style with these Lings. He does see the robo production. Ooh, and he even gets into the mineral line. He gets on top of the shield battery. Oh my god, shield battery is going to go down. +1 melee coming in clutch here. This does force StarDash back. And good blinks out of DaSh, but what matters right here is that he's being distracted. He's being kept busy by only Lings. Queens, they move on forward. They take down an Oracle. The Lings, they confirm the double robo production as well. Joey is pulling back. But again, he has driven up to 80, right? He's up to 80 plus workers. He's got a Hive that's about to finish up. When Vipers hit the field, they're just the direct counter to these Colossi. Whether it's Abductions or even Blinding Clouds, GogojOey will have a good answer to this army. Finally, DaSh is working towards his 4th. And again, he should be staying at home a little bit longer, but as he gets his 4th, GogojOey, he is here to stop it. Gets us around, forces the cancel. Oh my god, we even go first round on the main army, and if these Stalkers blink away, they expose the Immortals. Yeah, they have to commit, they have to fight. The Immortals will be saved. But did I speak too soon? The Bailings, as the Bailings roll in at the same time, getting into the mineral line, and they will crash in. 10 workers go down. 11 probes fall, as well as the base. It was 6 Stalkers, the 4th base, and 11 workers. Meanwhile, GogojOey back at home, he could remax. He is remaxing, rebuilding. We have Adrenal on the way. 5th base getting saturated. Roaches in production. +3 melee as well. I don't think we have a Viper yet. Yeah, no Vipers, but we don't really need them right now. Like, the army of DaSh is quite crippled. It's small. It's manageable. But the Colossus had been revealed. Joey backs off. He respects them. And there we go. Immediately, Vipers are on the way. And GogojOey has time. As long as he doesn't get caught out. But he has time here to react, to build up his forces. No Bailings, which is a little bit concerning. There are no Bailings here, but he does catch a free Colossus. Oh my god, a very good pickoff here for Joey. Meanwhile, he's setting up a surround as well. Coming in from behind, he gets another Colossi. Only 2 Colossi are left, but the stasis traps, they go off. Oh my god, those are pretty insane stasis traps. And the pressure is now on GogojOey. This army is pretty terrifying. Would have been worse if there were 4 Colossi, but regardless, DaSh is pretty committed. He's pretty all in. There's no 4th base behind this. He has to end the game. Meanwhile, we still need a little bit more time. The Viper, are we ready? We're going in. There we go. We do abduct 1 of the Colossi, but we only have enough energy for 1 abduction. The last remaining Colossi putting in a lot of work in the back line. But we have enough. We do have enough. The last Colossus goes down. And with reinforcements, with even a drone pool, we can defend. GogojOey, he has survived. It was a clutch hold. DaSh was all in and he almost made it work. Imagine if his Colossus weren't picked off. Imagine if he didn't lose the free Colossus earlier. Then maybe he breaks through. I mean, he's still breaking through. To be fair, DaSh isn't done. But Joey has been able to rebuild, remax his army. Another Viper comes out as well. Can we abduct? We can. Ah! Another Colossus gets abducted. Lings flood in. GG gets called. And GogojOey takes game number 1. GG. GG, well played. A solid game there from GogojOey. DaSh likewise was setting himself up quite well. Even though DaSh was forced all in, that was pretty close. Like, he almost broke at GogojOey there. If only there were like a couple little things that didn't go the way of GogojOey, right? It's like the Colossus being caught out, the Immortals being caught out earlier as well. It was 2 Colossi that got killed before the main fight happened. And those 2 Colossi, they would have made the biggest difference in that final fight. I'm pretty sure GogojOey would have been able to break through into that 3rd base and maybe won the game from there. It isn't a sure thing, but it would have been so much closer if he had kept those units alive. Alas, they got picked off, and in the end, GogojOey did take that game. But it's not over. It is not over. We're getting ready for game number 2, and it's going to be taking place on altitude. Let's go. Let us go. Catching him in the chat. Night shift, best shift. I mean, Rad, I hope you're doing well, Rowdy. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Are you back in New South Wales? Or are you in New South Wales yet? Let me know, puppy. Let me know. We can meet up. Oh, the flags are set. Let's go. Thanks to this channel and workers for keeping SC2 tournament streaming. Oh, Dragon Soul, thank you. Dragon Soul 2016. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying your time here. Glad you're enjoying the tournaments. We do what we can. We do what we can. As much as we can. Yo, I can see some of the EXO boys in the chat. That is a Filipino team. And here we go. We're getting into our next game, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the blue Zerg player from the land of Hong Kong, up in the series, or leading the series 1-0. It is GogojOey. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Filipino Protoss player representing Berserker Esports. It is DaSh. As we are getting into this, and sorry, just messaging the people, but we have the flags. Something we were missing, unfortunately, but the flags are out. Love to see it. And we are on altitude for the first time tonight. We are here in the largest map in the map pool. Oh my god! And as we get into this, a shout out to Apoptosis in the chat, the Goblin King. Nail everything down. Hope you've been having a great time. I think you were streaming Baldur's Gates, I want to say, but I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thank you so much. Much love to Apoptosis, of course, a Zerg player, Zerg streamer, but has been recently focusing on D&D and other variety streams. So regardless, thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Hope you had a great time. Hope you had a great stream. And welcome everyone to the Grand Platypus Open. Huh. Wait, where is it? There it is. The Grand Platypus Open. This is our bi-weekly Oceanic and Asian tournament. It is region locked to Oceania, Southeast Asia, and the rest of Asia as well. Hence the flags, hence the players. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy yourselves. Hope you enjoyed. As we're getting into this, and so far, Hatch Gas Pool here from GogojOey, nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. Likewise, DaSh getting into his own opener. Now, because we are on altitude, I expect a similar game, but at the same time, I don't. Right? It would make a lot of sense for DaSh to once again go for the double forge, to once again go for double robo Colossus production into a 4th base, into a big push. That all makes sense. The problem is that we just did that. The problem is that that just occurred on Ancient Cistern, and typically in this matchup, it's not ideal to rely on the same build, the same overall playstyle 2 games in a row. Very often, you do want to mix things up, and you do want to keep the Zerg player guessing. So I wonder what DaSh brings to the table. Again, we've only been casting a couple of games from him tonight, and we've only seen 2 builds so far. We've seen his double forge into his 3rd base, into his 4th, of course, and we have seen him go for an 8 gate, but I wonder what else DaSh has up his sleeve. Altitude, not a bad map for Skytoss. And I'm concerned now that I say it. I'm like, Skytoss? Oh no. Not like this. Skytoss is a real possibility that we could see. Outside of that, you can go for these like big Zealots Archon heavy compositions as well with Immortals to support. You know, Creator is very fond of that style on altitude to go for this ground death ball of an army. So I'm curious what DaSh does decide to do here on a map like altitude. For now, Lings do get across map, and up! They do get the probe. Just barely the probe will go down. Will delay the 3rd base for a little bit longer here as DaSh gets back into it. Back at home, Oracle dips in, but the Queens are in position, and the Oracle is forced away. GogojOey just going to be saturating his bases here, working on an early Evo chamber once again for +1 melee. Does make plenty of sense. And the Oracles have a little bit more freedom to be active on the map. Because this map is so large, it can be sometimes risky to, you know, move out with your Lings or with your Adepts. So these Oracles have more freedom here to dance between the bases, to dance between these mineral lines. You can see GogojOey, he's in position. His natural a little bit more exposed. And the Oracles are looking for some more worker kills as they dive into the main. Meanwhile, the Overlord does also go for a full scout of the main base. Doesn't quite see the natural. We have a second Overlord coming in. Catching eyes on the Twilight Council and the Forge. Of course, GogojOey can now rule out something like a Glaive Adept all-in. Now that he sees the Forge, he knows that it should be +1 Blink Stalkers. It could be Charge, but we'll see. See what DaSh decides to go for. Meanwhile, Lings are moving out across map, forcing the Oracles to turn back around and go back home. The Lings are getting some good damage on this base, but we shouldn't be able to get too much more than that. They go for the Adepts, but the Oracles make it back home in time. And DaSh does hold on to his 3rd. Up. Meanwhile, across the map, an Oracle will fall. They have a Roach Warren on the way. Again, a reasonable time. This was like, what, a 5-minute 20? 5-minute-ish Roach Warren. Gases are being taken. GogojOey working on his next base. And DaSh is setting up a bit of a gateway explosion. We have 4 gates on the way. 4 are already done, so that's going to be 8 gates in total. Does DaSh plan on going for a 3 base all-in? The answer, I think, is yes. My god. That is a 9th gateway, by the way. No additional gases, no additional tech. There's no Temple Archives, no Robotics Bay, no Robo. Just a pure Blink Stalker army. It's a bold move to try to do this on altitude. The Zerg player has a lot of room and a lot of time to react and respond. But, yeah, this should just be an all-in here. A probe is being sent out to throw down a proxy pylon. This Xel'Naga will reveal the army and the probe as well. That's going to be a big tell. GogojOey is going for a big counterattack at the same time. Meanwhile, back at home, he's building up his own forces. The Lings are going to be hitting this 3rd base, but we have an overcharge available. DaSh is looking to end the game with this push. He doesn't have too many Stalkers, though. And the Lings are coming from behind. big stasis trap. A massive stasis trap on those Lings. And DaSh, he can keep on pushing. He can reinforce as well. He's sending everything across the map. Joey, was he a little bit too greedy? He supply blocked. GogojOey is supply blocked. This is best case scenario for StarDash. Lings are going down. A lot of Lings are being shaved off. DaSh going to be focusing on his push. Joey finally breaks free from his supply block. That infestation pit was a little bit too greedy. He's already working on a hive. Oh my god. Yeah, and again, GogojOey, he may just be spending his money in places where he just can't really afford to. Stalkers are breaking on through. Again, DaSh is all in, and this is just becoming overwhelming. GogojOey's just losing too many roaches, too many queens. The base is going to go down. And it was 9 gates in total, right? Yeah, 9. 9 gates in total. GogojOey just thinking a little bit further ahead instead of seeing what was right before him, which was a 3-base all-in. Overlord's going down. Spore as well. GogojOey, he's trying to muster up an army here in between his bases, but he has such limited larva available. He lost the majority of his Lings earlier. He's going to try to collapse on this, but as long as the Blinks are good, then DaSh should be able to break through. Yes, he's just being forced back towards that 3rd base location. He blinks on top of the army. A bold move. Lings are coming in to support. Files will be connecting, but it looks like there's still just too much Protoss. Yeah, reinforcements are coming in. There's too many Stalkers. Roaches went down. The Ravagers are exposed. And DaSh, he's done it. Lings are coming in, but for the most part, GogojOey, he's lost the main bulk of his army. He's going for another big Ling counterattack, but this is too little too late. Or is it? We have more units trickling on in, but yeah, it's too little too late. The Lings, sure, they're breaking through. They're going to kill everything here at the 3rd. But DaSh, he can focus on his main army, and he should be able to get on top of these queens and get on top of the Ravagers. Yeah. There's not enough for the Zerg. 13 probes go down across the map, but we don't care about those probes. Not anymore. I'm pretty impressed that GogojOey, he's been able to hold on as well as he has. I say as well, but like as long as he has. Maybe the better way to put it. But again, his high-tech units are going down. No more queens for transfuse. Very limited injects as well. There's only 1 Ravager left. And it's just been a slow death here for GogojOey. But a death that I feel was almost sealed by just how greedy he was being. And the boys are being pulled in a last-ditch effort, but we are going to the ace match. We're going all the way to game 3. It's happening. DaSh, he's been getting better. We saw that against Oreo, and now we're seeing that here against GogojOey as well. As he's just letting it sink in a little bit here. I mean, he still has a base mining towards the left-hand side. He has 22 more Lings on the way. Yo, hold on. Is there a world? Can he surround this on Bile? Maybe? No, there's no way. The copium was almost blinding me, but ay. Almost, Papi, almost. Yeah, the Stalkers are coming in from behind as well. Here come the reinforcements. We have a full surround on the army of GogojOey. But who's surrounding who? Like, GogojOey, he's finding, like, these good trades. Like, here, with these Ling reinforcements, he takes out a lot of Stalkers. He caught some reinforcements. He's trading well, unironically. He's getting on top of the reinforcements here. More Stalkers are going down. GogojOey taking an amazing fight. Oh my god, he is going to shut down the pylon. Somehow, some way, Joey focusing down the weakened Stalkers as well. He's done it. He crippled the economy earlier. He has 3 bases mining, technically. I can't believe it. He just refused to stop macroing. He was just squeezing out as much as he could. He forces back the army of DaSh. DaSh losing almost everything. No shot. Joey, but the madman, the mad scientist himself, turned the copium into hopium, into reality. Oh my god. Like, he still doesn't have the best economy behind this, sure. DaSh, he's long distance mining, desperately trying to get a 4th base up and running. The hive coming into play. He rushed into the hive. This hive almost killed him, by the way. This hive, the infestation of the hive almost killed Joey. But now we've got Adrenal on the way. +3. We're getting into this. There's no shield battery. This Stalker may go down. We have Ling's going to be threatening that 3rd base at the same time. The main army's heading towards the 4th base of DaSh. Joey looking to pull him apart. Does catch some of these Stalkers. He's going to be zoning away the main army. Joey looking to deny the 4th base at the same time. Lings, they bust into the 3rd. They bust into the natural probes. They're going down left and right. And you cannot count out the Joey. He can bounce back. He can jump back. He's a Joey. Oh my god. I can't believe it. There's no shield battery. There is no overcharge. GogojOey, he was at death's door. GG gets called, and GogojOey takes game number 2 and the series 2-0. GG. Oh my god. GG. I can't believe it. That was insane. GG, well played. I need to show this graph for a moment. This is the army graph. And red is DaSh. He had double the army supply. As a Protoss, he had double the army supply compared to GogojOey. And he was trading well. He was out trading his opponent. He was fighting back. He was doing it all. And GogojOey, he clawed his way back in. That's crazy. He should have been dead. It should have been over. I can't believe my eyes. I'm seeing fireflies. Oh my god. Wow, I'm shook. I'm a little bit shook. GG. Yeah. I'm lost for words. Congratulations to GogojOey for taking the series and for advancing on into the next round. It's a face-off against his next opponent. I'm messaging GogojOey. I need to message him. I need him to know that he was dead. Regardless, GG, well played. GogojOey does advance on in the tournament. Exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the bracket yourselves. We have plenty of updates going on, and there it is. Joey versus Nice up next. Here we go.